Loner's breaking out the pumpkin jokes again, so you know it's bad.
Those pumpkin jokes from Loner, man.
It's down to us to put things right. Can't say I'm
Welcome back to another video.
Lucky to get out last time, if you ask me. But that's the soldier's life, ain't it?
That's the soldier's life. I'm doing something a lot different here. I kind of wanted to gauge the reaction of anybody watching here. I'm doing a legend mission. I wanted to do something a little different here. I know the channel's called Catatide. It's Vermintide on Cataclysm. But I wanted to showcase the build that I use for Grail Knight, and one of the reasons why I enjoy using it so much. And I've explained before that this build that I use is mostly a legend breakpoint build. It's designed to... Boom, there you go, one shot. It's designed to one-shot, headshot, Storm Vermin. I can 3-shot these Chaos Warriors if I get a headshot on one of my heavy hits. This guy right here, 1-shot body shot. So which means that these maulers, 2 shots. It just feels... Here you go. Boom, 1 shot. It just feels good. I really wanted to sort of showcase that. And if you headshot these guys, which I couldn't because his head was on the other side of his body, you can one-shot them too. I could have overheaded him with the heavy 3, and I could have one-shot him in that case as well. Because it's legend, I'm thinking I might just collect the books just for the hell of it. So if you don't know where the books are, this could be a good chance to sort of get to learn where they are. The first tome is right there, of course. There you go, one shot body shot on him. This build on Legend is probably what I've played the absolute most of. There was a point where the only thing that I really wanted to do in the game was to one-shot headshot Storm Vermin. And seeing as how one of my goals with the channel here, my main goal with the channel... Oh, I missed his head there. But seeing as how my main goal for the channel is to get people to sort of just increase the replayability of Vermintide, I figured I would... There it is. There's the one shot. I figured I would try to do something a little different, something that I find absolute most fun. And I know most people play the game on Legend difficulty. It might not be the most people that play the game on Legend, but it's definitely, I think, where the most games are played. And you see me just cutting through those Storm Vermin. And I'll one-shot body shot him with the overhead. There it is. Whenever I play Grail Knight with a build like this, it almost feels like I'm playing like an arcade version of Vermintide, where everything only takes 1, 2, or 3 hits. You know, it's
Battle's moved on. Nothing here but packs.
Usually much better hitting the heads on the Storm Vermin. There it is. Naturally, monsters on Legend are going to be a cakewalk compared to Cataclysm. There's just no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be winning this game here. So let's go run and get the Grimoire. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is where the Grim is on this map. And I come up here to the water wheel. There's that headshot. I don't know what it is about the reward of headshotting Storm Vermin. But anyway, to get the Grim, you gotta Close this, which stops the water, which stops the water wheel from turning. I suppose it's like it's a real it's a real like punish reward kind of thing, right? Because I mean, if you hit the headshot, then they just instantly die, and if you don't, then you know you gotta take the time to hit them again. Which, you know, in Cataclysm they always take 2 hits. But yeah, it's just.
Beware. Darkness and corruption is the very essence of this book.
For me, there's something about feeling the power of your attacks and just how they fell enemies. For me personally, that gives me most of the dopamine that I get when I'm playing this game. I know there are some people who
means he takes up too much space everywhere he goes.
Who just want to hit stuff constantly, and they get their dopamine that way. But there you go. It's just like just one shot, and then these guys, done. He's done. You know these storm vermin. About to cut through these guys. Look at that. Look at. You might notice I have a bit of practice with headshotting storm vermin. Just a little bit, yeah, just a little. If you actually get a power quest, which I have, you can actually one-shot these maulers, which have 100 HP. You can actually one-shot them with the heavy 3 attack with this build. Just you know, just adding to the one-shot. You think to yourself, oh, I could do that. I could one-shot them with Executioner Sword. Well, you know what? You can do it with Bretonnian Longsword too, if you get a power quest.
Like a one-sided fight.
It doesn't have to be a power quest neither. You could also just, you know, be running Witch Hunter Captain, and if you ping them, that gives you the damage threshold to kill him with the overhead as well.
Well, that's abstract. Just in time. Seems like we're getting friends.
And then I mentioned this before with Plague Monks, you can overhead and instantly kill one. There you go. There you go. There it is. Feels good. It feels good. There's the headshot on the leash. Insta kill. Here are some Chaos Warriors. So I really feel like my ult cleaved through everybody there, but you know what? Sometimes it has issues tracking exactly what's in front of you. Oh well. I'm gonna be facing that wave again. I'll have a second chance to cleave through multiple ones. There you go. You got 3 in 1. That's what you want to feel. You can kind of still do that on Cataclysm. If you get a power quest on Cataclysm, normally with this much extra damage I'm running on this build, normally you'll only kill 1 Chaos Warrior and then just cleave through the rest. But if you get the power quest, you can cleave through as many as you want, and they will all die. The 15% extra power gives you enough damage to hit that cleave breakpoint. And here, this is what I like to do with, and then I slice the ankle because they only die in 1 shot body shot. That's what I usually do. Cataclysm, they take 2 shots if that's the case, or a headshot, which you'll usually see me do in Cataclysm. you can just really keep moving in Legend. This is often why people won't bother playing certain difficulties, because this is a cakewalk for me at this point. Like, there's nothing in front of me that can threaten me here. And it being on Legend, the bots are much more capable of dealing with situations. You know, there's not as many specials.
No sorrow for a dead packmaster.
There's just a lot less threat in general. You gotta see 1, 2, and 3. I know the bots hit him a couple times, but trust me, those hits didn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Whenever you're facing a horde like this, just every swing gets a kill, you know? Every swing gets a kill. This is why I emphasize running Lady's Wrath with a build like this. Just every swing is getting a kill here, so you're always guaranteed to get kills in amongst your allies here, even if they're hitting things, as long as your swing connects with something. You are more than likely to get the kill yourself. And of course, combined with the move speed that I have on a build like this, I am often first to get to enemies.
More potions.
Saltspire keeps saying
That's where the second tome is.
A myth, a fiction of playwrights and braggarts. But you say you saw him. Aye, I did.
Oh, no, not these.
So we're gonna go get the third tome next. And there it is. You see how I just waited for that shielded enemy to hit me, and then I kind of parry it. What the? So this is what I talk about with patrols on Legend 2. You can kind of just group everybody up here and cleave a whole bunch down. You got 4 Chaos Warriors with that one cleave there.
You need aid, Cleaver.
This storm is an absolute nuisance. Oh, we lost the Grim. Oh well. We'll get the second one, and I'll carry the second Grim. So often people will, when they try to play with the bots, they often find difficulty trying to go for full book runs, and I can understand that. Normally they'll run someone like an Ironbreaker who will always keep the Grim more than safe, usually. Out of everybody on this team, I didn't expect the Wizard to be going down as easily as she did, but you know what, it happens. You got a Storm plus a Chaos Patrol there. And let's... Where is he? Get out of here. Let's get the tome, because why not? We'll do 3 tomes and a Grim, which I think is usually a good number to go for whenever you're going for books. Most people like to go for all books or nothing. That is usually really annoying, because most most teams aren't ready for 2 books and 2 Grims and 3 Totems usually. And it's quite often they try to go for awe and then they end up getting nothing at all. So the 3rd and final tome is right here.
Leech! I hear it. It's warming! Stunner Leech is no more.
And I'm gonna just kind of I'm playing a lot more aggressively than I usually do. Obviously, you know, just being on Legend. I'm not trying to make this game last for a half hour. You know. So we're gonna move up to the 2nd Grim location. Oh, come on, Elf, with those brambles. Those brambles stop your attacks whenever you hit them in the same frame as they're coming up. So if I pick this up, I'm gonna, of course, deny myself access to potions. So it is what it is. I am your end. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Only 3 hits on those cast words, all it takes. Well, I could one-shot them with the Executioner Sword. You know what? The Bretonnian Longsword's more fun. It's got better defensive capability.
Time for some healing, Elf.
Leave me be, Gruber. You're making it worse.
It's more thematic. It is the lady's sword. You're playing the lady's champion. What the? See, I can just one after the other on those storm vermin, man. It's just one after the other.
Stay out of the poison!
Trying. Look, a warrior rat.
Nope, missed him that time.
Storm vermin ahead! Shield
There you go, I got that one.
No stopping at ball, is there?
Got that one. Just feels good. And of course, if somebody else damages them just a little bit, you can just one-shot body shot them, of course. But yeah, I thought I would just try to do. Ooh, a lucky Luke die. I thought I would try to do some games on Legend to try to you know, point out some fun builds that I like to play that I think are just more satisfying to play on Legend. Just because they hit certain breakpoints on Legend that that just makes certain weapons real satisfying to use and certain strategies really more satisfying to pull off, essentially. And I think that, you know, even though it is just on Legend, I think, you know, getting satisfaction out of certain ways to play the game, I think just, you know, helps add to the replayability, in my opinion. It did for me, so.
I think the statues are
If anybody is interested in seeing more, you know, videos of me just kind of blasting through Legend difficulty, you know, leave a comment down below what you think. Give the video a like, maybe, if you're still watching.
Not a pretty job, but it'll hold. Healer satchel.
And actually, I'm going to make Dwarf pick the tome up. There you go. And there's a bunch of Chaos Warriors that'll spawn in here, and we're gonna cleave them all down with our Blessed Blade. Sometimes there's a loot die in there. There's nothing else that spawns in there except for a loot die. I know you can also run Virtue of the Impetuous. No, that's not it. It's Virtue of Knightly Temper. It's the one that enemies die to critical hits in a certain threshold. You can definitely run that and kill Chaos Warriors with this that way. But then, of course, you miss out on every other breakpoint that you could be getting with Virtue of Heroism. Sometimes whenever I hear leeches or plague monks in the background, I'll sometimes sort of like ready up an overhead swing, like very quickly. Just to sort of be ready for them. And you can see even with a light attack, you can still one-shot the Chaos Cultists, which is pretty strong. Like you don't need the Virtue or the Ideal to up the power on your regular attack. See, look, I can just one-shot these Skaven Slaves with just regular light attacks. You don't need Virtue of the Ideal to increase your power in order to just one-shot these with light attacks. Like you can still one-shot all of these, all of this trash infantry, all this all the chaff. They only take one shot, of course. One shot. Just about damn near every enemy dies in just one shot some way with Bretonnian Longsword with a build like this. On Legend, that is. There you go. Gas Rat, one shot. Warpfire Throwers, one shot. People like to say, oh, Grail Knight suffers against specials and stuff by, what did I do with the other skull? Did I even pick it up? I completely lost track of the objectives here. So much for blasting through it, yeah. But people like to say sometimes how like, oh, Grail Knight suffers against specials. Honestly, the only specials that he really suffers against are Blightstormers that are just too far, leeches that are just a little bit too far. But quite often they will teleport within range at at a certain point, and you can just obliterate them. He doesn't suffer against Warpfire Throwers. I can just advance onto them with this build and knock them out of their attack animation with the power versus Skaven that I have. As such, staggered, killed. Gatling gunners have the potential to lock you down, in place for a little bit. But, once they're in between reloading, you can just advance on them. There he is, one shot and one shot. Some more Plague Monks coming down. I'm going to ready an overhead. And one shot. One shot. Your attacks are just super strong with a build like this on Legend. Well, you feel it on Legend, right? You feel how strong the attacks are. And that to me is what's most satisfying whenever I'm playing this build.
Lost the gate. Nothing to worry about.
Wow, the wizard is super stuck on that Gatling gun. Virtuous strike. Where's that other? What the hell are you guys doing? Alright, let's get a heal on the elf. Making it worse. Hey, you know, why not? Let's kill this wave real quick. Just for the hell of it. Let's there you go. It only took a couple seconds. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think if you want to see more games with legend difficulty. If you think that's okay for me to do. Obviously, you know, every game won't be like that, but I might be able to pump out more videos with a much more variety of builds. I can definitely play Huntsman and Witch Hunter Captain, which I've expressed previously. I have a little bit of difficulty playing those particular careers on Cataclysm, so I can certainly play those on Legend and show off some builds that I like to use on them in particular. And show off some fun breakpoint builds that people, I figure, might be interested in knowing and learning about and trying for themselves, and we can get more out of our Vermintide experience. So yeah, there it is. As always, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys watching all the videos, giving the videos likes, and you know, commenting and everything once in a while. I do look at all those, and I'll see you in the next video. GG.